It's that. I noticed like a lot of Black women where it's okay for us to go to, Europe. If that's a lot of people, like, that's my first solo trip, right? Going to Europe. And my first time going to Africa outside of the one time I went in 2019 wasn't until I didn't start like traveling consistently throughout Africa until 2021. And it was really because we were still in the midst of the pandemic and the flights was cheap. And then I'm like, you know what, let me explore more. And then I realized like that same attention I've been giving to Asian countries and European countries, and there's nothing wrong with that. I want to start focusing more on African countries because there's so much beauty that gets missed because of what we see on TV, where we see the starving kids, and not saying that they don't have them, but that's everywhere. I mean, I don't know if people in Flint even have clean water now. So,
Alabama.
right. So outside of what I would see, it was just like, that's not my thing. And then when I went to Kenya, I was just like, wow. And Kenya's actually hands down my favorite country of all time.
Really?
There's no place like Kenya.
Real quick, how many do you have in Europe? How many countries? I don't know if you're an exact 52 and a half person or roundabout person, but.
So I made an agreement with myself that I would stop country counting, right? It was like this bigger thing of like experiencing more and stop focusing on like passport stamps. So I stopped counting at around 40. So.
And when did you stop?
I want to say.
So that all of us at home can do the calculation.
2019.
Okay.
Yes, because 2019 was the time I went to 9 countries. No, I went to 7 countries in 3 weeks. And when I got home, right, and when you talk to people back home, they're like, wow, what a traveler. And then I was having a conversation with someone who travels a lot, but what I'm doing now, they were doing back then. And so, but she hates social media. She's like, And when I told her, she said, and you don't see how exhausted you were? Like, what is the use of doing all of that just to be exhausted? And you're spending 2 days in one country just to say, oh, I've been there.
Right.
So after that, I just told myself, I'm not counting anymore. And I do count continents. So I've been to 5 different continents. So I don't think that's enough. But I don't think that's enough for people to be able to say, okay, well, this is how much. But 5 out of 7 isn't too bad.
Yeah.
But yeah, I think with the group trips to Africa, I'd like to go specifically to Africa for that very reason. And I started going to Kenya in 2021 with my group trips because...
Where all are they? Real quick. Are they only, or is it Kenya, Ghana?
Oh, so I do Ghana, Kenya, and then I'm going to be doing Thailand for the first time next year, but it's for selfish reasons because I want to go to Songkran again. And I feel like, why not bring y'all with me and we just throwing balloons and enjoying that? So that's why I'm doing Thailand. But Kenya, one of the things I love about Kenya is it offers everything. It's like the travel trifecta. Like you have safari, you have the city, you have like beach life, you have everything. And oftentimes when people think about countries in Africa, it's so weird that we're just like, Kenya, oh, that's it. It's just safari and that's it. And I'm like, these are countries. They have so much to offer. It's just like Mexico. Oh, you know the cartel? And I'm like, girl, cartel's in the States, baby. But you can't tell me out. You can't. If I'm lying, I'm flying.